Okay, so let me get into this website real fast as well too, which is this. Go to stacyrossetti.com. And then from there, you go to the investors page. You go to the investors page. And let me see if we can pull up here. It's kind of slow. Okay, there it goes. All right, so right here where you see investor, this is the page that I'm talking about. Okay, so you guys can all check this out. Just go check it out, see what you think. And you can also just use this as like an example. Now, this page does not ask for money. This page does not ask for money. This page is a I apologize, this is my dog, he's crying. This page is a page about educating people on what private money is. Educating people on what private money is. Okay, so you can watch this video. It's just a quick little video. It's like 2 or 3 minutes long on, like, you know, how what private lending is and how you can work with me on that. It has a disclaimer right here. This is the disclaimer, right? What you want to always have everywhere. And then basically what we did is we just answered typical questions on like, what is private lending? That's it. We just answered typical questions. So for instance, like, who borrows at high rates and why, right? And then it talks about like, who handles all the details? How do I get paid? Is this a long-term investment? Right, so it goes through and answers all these. What if I need to liquidate? Here's the closing process. It's right here. And so it takes you step by step on the closing process. Is a little JPEG that we came up with. And then this is like, why does private lending benefit you, right? And what is, you know, what can you make the returns on private money? And is my investment is as safe as it sounds? And then you can always click and you can set a phone call up with me. And all that is like setting up a call, setting up a phone call or setting up a Zoom call, a Zoom meeting. And we just, you know, basically what I do is just talk to everybody and just tell them what I'm doing, really is what I'm doing. And then here's like a little video on me with one of my students and, you know, talking about like a deal that they found and how much money they're going to make on it. And then you don't really have to have this. This is just me putting more stuff in really about myself. And then how do I use my IRAs or pension plan, right? What are my options if I don't get paid? And then here's some, you know, however to answer the question, or these are all answers to this question here, right here. What are my options if I don't get paid? This is a really good video if you have time. It's 25 minutes and it is on how to like, what is private lending essentially. It's like, and you can go through and listen to it, and it explains what private lending is and how you can utilize it. And then what kind of documents you're going to need to close. And then, you know, again, if you want to set up money and set up a phone call, you can, and then disclaimer again. Okay. So this investor page is basically educating people on what private lending is. And then if they're interested in learning more, they can set up a phone call with me. All right. They can set up a meeting with me. And that's really what it is. That's really what I use to lead everybody to. So when I'm out there and talking to people and letting them know what I'm doing, I am always telling them, go to stacyrossetti.com and then click on investor. And that is where you can, if you're interested in investing with me, you can invest with me. If you're interested in knowing more about what private lending is, you can learn more about what it is right there. And it's a great resource for people, you know, that don't have any idea about what private lending is. And so I highly, highly recommend, like, if you truly are interested in investing in commercial real estate, and you know that in order to do the kind of deals that you want to do, you are going to have to learn how to raise money, then I highly recommend that you check out that page, right? So you can get more information on it, right? And then at least it kind of educates you on what private lending is. And then you can use that for when you're talking to people and you're letting them know what you're doing, right? So that's really the key. So like I said, it's education, right? You got to educate yourself, and you have to ask and talk to as many people as you possibly can. So personally, my goal for 2022 is to talk to as many people as I can, and pitch to as many people as I possibly can about what I do so I can raise the money. I am doing it now in 3 different ways, right? 3 different ways. The one way that I told you about is private lending, right? So, people will come to me and say like, hey, I've got some money, can we do like a deal together or whatever? So they'll bring me the money, and I'll go and find the deal, and we'll do the deal together.